Hello, 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 everyone. Guess what time it is? It is time for Sip Sip with Kathleen, and I'm your host, Kathleen with the KP Martin. How y'all feeling tonight? I know y'all got a lot going on, and I know y'all tired of seeing me all this week, but when I got good energy to bring y'all before y'all go into the weekend, I want y'all to get this. So that's why we're going to jump into the sponsors, and then I'm going to introduce our amazing guests. Now, I'm finna do this. I don't never do this, but I'm gonna do this only because she can sing. Sign, seal, delivered. I'm yours. Ooh. So the reason why I did that because if you're in the Atlanta, Georgia area and you got documents that need to get signed, sealed, and delivered, guess who you gonna call? You're gonna call MJM One Enterprise, and that's what we do. We get it done. We've been in business since over 20 years. Go to our Google reviews. We do a great job. We're very confidential and we provide a personalized service. So if you need that document done, go ahead and book your appointment now. So y'all know I can't sing, but I had to do that because I was trying to be funny. So our second sponsor, because we got to get these bills paid, being that my show is based on Sip Sip of Motivation, I have a new sponsor called Legacy All Care Teas, right? I love this because the packaging is amazing. This right here is dandelion. This is what I was drinking yesterday. And I like the way they sell their stuff. They have really nice boxes. This is just a promo box for you all, but it has many different teas in it. It has a detox box, a bliss box, an immunity box, things to help you to be able to relax and sleep. They even have capsules. They have so many things that can help you, and they sell it in bulk. So what you're going to do, you're going to reach out to them and see if they can help you. I'll put the information in the bio later. Now, we're not going to hold up much more of this queen's time. When I tell you, when I look for amazing men and women to be on my show, I look at their energy. I look and see if their energy is matching mine, better than mine, or it's going to inspire me. And when I tell you this beautiful queen right here, she wears many crowns. And I've never quite seen anybody who puts it together the way she does. She's a songstress. She's a realtor. She's a comedian. She got all this energy, and she just always putting it together. And the way she does her social media, it makes you like watch her stuff every day and like you're looking for her. And if you don't see it, you're like, okay, where's Reaching for the Sky? Everybody, let's give a welcome to Skyler Harris. How you doing today, sis?
I am so good. That was so sweet. Thank you for that intro.
Hey, that's how we do it here. That's how we do it. Remember what he said? I'm Rick James. Yeah, we give good intros here.
Yes.
Because that is you. That's what inspired me to when I started. Because I don't know. I remember what day I started watching, but I was like, man, I like her energy. And the beautiful thing is that you can sing for real. Like you be killing it. Like you'll take a situation and switch it around, and it'll either be inspiration, it'll be funny, it'll make you think all day. Like, okay. So, what we're gonna have to go back to your childhood, and then we're gonna build to it. When you were a child, because I'm sure you had to sing and do different things as a child. I'm a preacher's kid, so I know how parents do. Did you have to use your talents that made you think this is what you would be today?
Okay, so I thought, like, honestly, I didn't see like comedy or any of that as a gift of mine. I just knew I could sing. Okay. And so, like, as a kid, I sang in church. I sang it once my mama figured out that I could sing. I had to sing everywhere. But
you was on the deacon. You was on the deacon program. You was on the usher program. You was on the little choir. You was on the church anniversary.
Yes, I mean, my mama had a thick book of like hymns and songs. She'd be like, you funeral songs. Somebody died, you need to call such and such at the funeral home, see if they need a funeral singer. I'm 12 singing at funerals.
Whoa.
Yes. So I did not see, like, even the dreams I still have. I don't think I saw them then. I just knew I could sing and I wanted to sing.
Right. So what did you think you were gonna? What was your dream job? What was your dream thing that you felt like you were gonna be?
Okay, so my dream job was Oprah.
You better say
my dream.
I believe you though.
That's still my dream job.
Yes. Yes.
But
Yes.
my goals, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be a news reporter. I went to college initially to be a news reporter.
Okay.
But then like I remember reading an Oprah biography or maybe a magazine interview where she talked about like how she could not get through a news segment without crying. Yes. And that was how I always felt. Like that was my biggest fear. Is like, oh, well, how am I gonna report sad news without being sad, without showing any emotion? Right. But yeah, no, my dream job was I was gonna be a talk show host, have a book club, have all of it.
You did that.
Yeah.
You did that. So fast forward to you went to college. Where was the shift? Because you're a realtor. So when did that shift come in finding what your purpose is now?
Yes. So the shift.
I know, right? Don't people hate my shit? Be like, girl, that girl don't get no question before, man. Let me tell you, she be riding that bus.
The shift, it never really comes like it doesn't come like a magic trick. You know that. We don't just wake up healed. We don't just wake up transformed. Right. And so for me, like I talked about going to college. While I was in college, I was in an abusive relationship. Of course, I didn't see it as that then, but looking back, I did. And so I ended up dropping out of school. I was like, I told my mom, I said, I'm gonna find myself, because I was like, I'm going to school every day, and I don't think I want to be a news reporter, but I don't even know who I am right now. Right. And so I got a job as a 911 dispatcher.
Man. Yes. Well, let me ask you a question. Is this after the abusive relationship?
I'm still in it.
Oh, so you got situations at home and you going to a 911 job?
911 job. And it was like there was all these different, I call them, God whispers, where like there were so many little things that I was ignoring, as far as like this could be the day that like my life ends. And so my mama, I didn't tell anybody.
Most of the time people don't.
Yeah, I'm going to work every day, coming home. I'm working with the police. I'm not telling them anything. So fast forward, there was the big shift came. I was sitting out I had gotten home, and my ex was I had gotten home from like a work party, and he was sitting in the living room, and I didn't know he was sitting in the living room when I got back home. So I got home. He's like, "Where was you at? I was calling you." And I just went outside and locked myself, locked the door. I was out on like the patio. Right. And I started singing Great Is Thy Faithfulness. And I got to the part, this is 2012. I got to the part with the all I have needed, thine hands have provided. That part. And I just kept saying that over and over, like, all I have needed, thine hands have provided. And I'm like, I'm here because of why? Like, because I think I need help paying my bills, because I think I need. And I prayed and I just said, God, like, I will leave tomorrow. You're gonna have to order my steps. And so the next day I left, and I always joke that it was like Celia in The Color Purple. When Suge was about to leave, she's like, Suge coming, she's grabbing all this stuff. That's what I was doing. I was like, okay, I need my this, because I was trying to get everything real fast, Mm-hmm. Honey, I packed that car up and left. But it was, even then, still, I had become, I don't even know if you know this yet. I actually was a police officer after that. So I get out of this relationship. I make the transition from 911 dispatcher to police officer, and I'm working as a police officer. I've moved on, and then 2016 I was on The Voice. Okay, so I get ready to be on The Voice, and The
Voice,
the show.
Hold on, wait a minute before you go there. Show these people what I get to see. If they give me something. Give me something. Blow them out the water. Just do what you do. Because I love to hear it every day with my non-singing self. Yeah. Give them something. And then we're going to go into that.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do
this is a real singer, because they don't be like, well, my voice ain't ready.
Yeah, let
me get mine ready in case you need backup.
Okay. All right. Well, this is, we'll just do this is my favorite hymn.
Okay.
What a friend we have in Jesus. All our sins and griefs to bear. What a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer.
Yes. Now, mind you, let me tell you, I used to play the piano when I was little. Now, I could have got on the piano and played behind
Now,
it.
see,
Now, you better say it. You better say it, Annie and Richard Child. But anyway, go ahead. You was beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so you were getting ready to be on The Voice.
Yes, getting ready to be on The Voice. I still hadn't told my mama or anybody about what I had experienced in my relationship. And this is 4 years later. Okay. So, and God is an orchestrator. And so anyways, I'm getting ready to do The Voice. They're about to fly me out to LA. I get a call from my sister who lives in Atlanta, and she's crying. I mean, she's bawling. I'm like, what's wrong? Now, I had a sister, older sister, who was in San Diego at the time. And she was working at a domestic violence shelter. My older sister, I can't remember if I said that. And so my younger sister calls me and tells me that my sister in San Diego had been killed by her boyfriend.
My God.
At her job at the domestic violence shelter.
Oh my God.
So there's all these different layers. And then the first thing I think of is I didn't even know. Like, none of us knew that she was experiencing this. And so I get ready to do, so I'm out in LA. The producers were so kind. They drove me to San Diego to my sister's service, waited outside. Now, this is a Black funeral too. Waited outside, never, I'm being honest. Yeah. Waited outside for me. It was funny because I couldn't tell anybody I was on the show. So my dad and all them were like, who is these white people?
Like, who she done brought here?
You done got out of a van. What's going on? But so I get ready to do the show, and I'm like, well, my storyline was supposed to be about me being a police officer.
Wow.
And I said, well, I guess we're going to talk about domestic violence.
Yeah.
And so that's what we did. And when I got back here to Nashville and saw myself on TV, I did not recognize myself. Because really? I was like, I am a happy person. I laugh a lot. I thought I was happy, but I saw myself talking about that experience, and I realized I was not healed. And so that was what was the catalyst to me getting out of law enforcement. I was still there for a few more years, but I made a transition to just a different position. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to be a police officer no more. Right. I don't want to do that anymore. Right. And so that was when I left. So I was there though for 9 years, which God is good, because even at the beginning of that career, I told God, I said, this is not my final destination. This is a layover. I'm going to work hard, learn as much as I can during this time. And I truly believe that, like, even my transition into real estate, and even me and you having this conversation right now, all of that is from me working in law enforcement. Like, I learned so much about people and about what people really need and how to really hear people when they tell you what they need, Right.
Because some people be listening, but they don't hear.
They ain't listening. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Man. Mm-hmm. That is powerful, Scott. We'll never know the wounds. Never. So it's amazing how you and her were going through the same thing at some point, and no one ever talked about it. And a lot of times people do not talk about it because they feel ashamed, or if they go back, their family's gonna be like, what you going back for, or whatever. Right. It's a lot. Right. It's a lot. It is. It's so much. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. So okay, so when did you go take that test to be a realtor? What was that day like in order to move? Because I'm going somewhere with this line of questioning.
Yeah, no, I got you. I'm with you.
Not just messing with you.
So the day I went to take the test was another God thing, because it was during the pandemic.
He is amazing.
Yes. It was during the pandemic, and they were backed up months, right? And so I woke up one morning, I was like, God, I don't want to, because I had not left my law enforcement, I had not left my police.
You're still there. Okay.
You're trying to like time it out, right?
Yep.
And so I said, I don't want to be a police officer. I was at the time working in a school setting. I had gotten off the road.
Oh, was you the, wait a minute. You was the thing officer, the
school resource officer.
The one that they speak to every day. Hey, how you doing? And you get to see everybody's business that you didn't ask about. Yeah. That part.
Yes. And yeah, so when I got back from the voice, how I said I wasn't healed yet, I was like, I don't want to work the road. I don't keep wanting to work domestic violence calls, get triggered every time. I need to go do something that is joyful. And so I left and I was in an elementary school. Oh, it was the best. And I still go to the school once a month and visit because they still my babies. But
absolutely.
But so I get ready. I was like, I woke up that morning. I said, God, my test was scheduled for 4 months down the line. I was like, I forgot everything I learned in the class. I don't want to have to start the school and leave in the middle of the school year. So I was trying to time it out. So this was July 10th, I think it was. And I woke up, I said, God, I'm not waiting to take this test. Do something.
Yeah,
so I checked the website, there's nothing available. 11:30, I checked the website. Somebody had canceled the exam for 12:30. I was 45 minutes away.
Nothing but.
Listen,
nothing but.
I got in my car, didn't study nothing, got in my car, drove, got there, passed it by 1 point. I said, God, you was gonna make sure I knew this was all you.
Because think about it. You already had done asked for what you want. You already spoke out of your mouth. You know, Lord, I need you on this one because this is not what I want to do. You've already asked. So he was like, hello? He was like, oh, you good? Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay, I got you.
Right. Like I was just waiting on you.
Yes. So you went and took the test. And then how was the start for you? Because again, like, okay, you coming from, you know, you got this beautiful voice. You done been on The Voice. You know, the experience family tragedy. You don't experience situation that you had been through. And it's just all these things. And you still not here. All these things are going on. How was the journey as becoming a realtor? Because, you know, as a realtor, I went and took the class. I talked myself off the ledge. I ain't even take the test yet, but we ain't even gonna talk about me. But so how was that going into that field with all this baggage still there? How was that?
Well, the part I didn't share is when I got back from doing The Voice, I got into therapy. After I saw myself,
you better say it.
Yeah, I started therapy. So I started therapy in 2017.
Yes.
And it was, I mean, everything changed from there. Like once because like I always had God. I always had my faith.
Yes.
But like therapy helped me because I think that a lot of us, what keeps us from really being able to get close to God and really let him in is we don't see ourselves as worthy of that type of love, you know? Yeah. And so it was almost like once I married my faith-filled self with my healed self, then I could really do something. You know, it's like, okay, now we could, you know.
Okay.
But the start for me for real estate was it was great because it was great for two things. The main thing is initially I was like my vision for what I was going to be doing in real estate was, oh, I'm about to get in, I'm about to like change lives, but I'm about to make a bunch of money. Like that was how I saw it.
That's normally what it is.
Yes. And what I didn't realize or what I wasn't expecting was every client that I have worked with, some kind of way God has used my experience of like me finding myself, my law enforcement experience. I mean, it is just crazy. Like I have every client I've had, I've ended up ministering to them in some way, or they've ministered to me in some way. You know.
Now see, what's so powerful about this is, and this is why I enjoy Sip with Kathleen. Not only because I'm the host, but because I knew where I was going with the questioning, and I know how you got realtor. Okay, you got some people straight business. Hi, your name, blah blah blah. Whoopie woo. This is what this is. Okay, all right, whatever. That's not what your personality is. Mm-hmm. So you was able to take what you had, and that's what I wanted to know. You was able to take what you have, and they were able to. You were more their family at that point. You were more their comfort. Because when you buy a house, especially now with all this, how you got to fight to try to get a house and bid or whatever, you're there. And while you there, you listening to what they need you to listen to. A lot of people are not gonna do. They be like, no. You be sending them emails. They be like, hey, I get back with you. Right. So man, because I wanted to know the energy when you're doing all your stuff, all your singing and all your thing, do you bring that out with your real estate? And the answer is yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
man. So okay, so what was the first big sale? What was that like for you?
My first, it was great. It was pleasant, really pleasant for me because it was a dispatcher that I had worked with.
Oh yeah.
And she called me, and she was going through some stuff, and she called me and she said, "Hey," she said, "I've been needing to get out. I've been needing to buy something. I just have not known where to start." She said, "So when I had just literally just posted like, 'Hey y'all, I'm a realtor now.'" She called me, and I'm really blessed because not only was I a police officer here where I work, so I know the area, but I also have some really, like, I've been able to like really get some really great mentors. And so that was helpful because the first one I was nervous because I had gotten, like, I was just like, I don't know. But I tell you, real estate has stretched my faith in a way that is like, I didn't think I needed to stretch no more, God. You know, I thought I was
Hey,
ready.
he'll make you a rubber band when you didn't know you could be.
Yes, listen, yes. And so I look around and I even now, my mama was here, like I said, and I told her, I said, sometimes I walk in rooms and I'm shocked about being in those rooms, but I don't shy away from being in them anymore.
Say it. You better say it. See this, and this is the next question. Your purpose. Because me and you kind of talked about this the other day a little bit. At this point, do you feel like you are do you feel
Can you
like,
see me? I'm
can you hear me?
sorry.
Oh no, wait a minute.
I don't know what.
You done disappear. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me find you. No, you still there. I just can't see you. Mm, 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 mm. Turn your camera back on.
Are you
Okay.
there?
Yeah. The devil, you a lie.
That's all what I said.
You gonna get up out of here. Out of here. But yeah, we touched on this other day when we were having a conversation. At this point in your life, being that you said you surprised you in certain rooms. See, the thing about how amazing God is, and I say this because this is something I truly believe. The way he got you asked him to guide your steps a long time ago. Do God say he stop? Do he stop guiding our steps? No. If you ask him, he like, I still got you.
Yeah.
Your training wheel's still on. Now you might not use them, but they're still on.
But
so at this point in your life, do you feel like you're walking truly in your purpose of being a realtor, being a motivator, being a inspirational person, being an ear to hear, not just, oh, they're buying a house from you, and just sharing your, and helping and blessing other people, because you blessing people when you get a home, that's like your tranquil place.
Yeah.
So do you feel like you in your purpose, or you feel like you still feel like it's coming?
Ooh, I feel like I'm walking with God. I feel like I am where he wants me to be. Yes. I feel like in the last few days, I finally made the decision to not be as scared as I have been about where he's calling me to be next.
Okay. Let's talk about this. When you talk about being scared, because a lot of times I always ask people, I always used to say, I'm not scared of anything like that. The only thing I was scared of was taking that real estate test. I talked myself off the ledge. That's the only thing I can truly say I was scared of when it came to my motivation of doing something that I really wanted. Now, what is your fear when it comes to what he got for you?
I guess there are times where I tell myself
it's natural.
It's too big.
So, yeah.
There are times that I tell myself that what I'm seeing is too big.
Woo!
Yeah. And so I am very intentional right now, especially about just saying it's not too big. Like this, like my ancestors didn't even see this life for me.
You better say that.
I have one of my best work friends. She's Hispanic. She's Mexican. Mm-hmm. And she and I were talking the other day, and I told her, I said, we sell houses that our ancestors wish they could have cleaned. And as anxious as I sometimes get when I think about like, oh, they want to work with me. They want, okay. Like I remember my first time having a client who was pre-approved for like $1 million house. I remember thinking like, wait, you want to work with me? Because I don't. Oh, my mama don't live in no big house. Like, we don't, but then I just have like,
yes, you. Why
yes,
not you?
yeah,
I would-
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's like just a constant like retelling myself, I'm supposed to be here. Your ancestors bled, fought, and died so that
Absolutely.
you could be here.
Absolutely.
Maya Angelou used to say, I come as one, but I stand as 10,000. And now I feel like that, So I'm not there all the way, you know what I mean? But
right.
I feel like I'm tracking now.
But at least you know how to talk yourself off the ledge. At least you be like, all right, hey, come on now, let's get it. Like, come on. You got to do this. Come on, because I know for me, when I'm in a stuck place, I be like, look, didn't I? My kids be like, who's she talking to? I be like, didn't I tell you we're not gonna do that today, Kathleen? That's not the option.
Yeah.
You could if you gonna fail because you didn't understand or something.
Right.
Don't fail because you just didn't even try.
Right.
I be on my stuff like, come on, like you ask God for whatever you asking for, and you sitting there just chilling. Chilling in the cut.
Yeah, no, but really.
Yeah. So it's like, come on, do the work. So yeah. So now that we broke all this down to everybody, I want you to let them know where you're selling houses at, where they can get in touch with you, and where they can follow you at to get their motivation. Is a hey friend, because I think hey friend is hey friend. I'm like, hey friend. See the devil trying to come in again. See.
I know. I was like, let me unplug my Google speaker. Maybe she's listening too hard.
But she'll say, hey friend. So let them know if they trying to get a house so they can reach you and so that they can follow you and get your motivation every day. Because when I tell you, you give it. And it's fun. It's so much fun.
I love that. That is the goal. I tell people all the time, God don't want us to be miserable. He wants us laughing and enjoying the life that He created for us. And
we said that the other day.
When we get the thing that we think we need to enjoy it.
Yes, we said that. We said we were talking about how life is serious. You need to be able to laugh sometimes. I don't think some people don't laugh since COVID.
No, you're right. You're right. And then I don't understand. I can't go through my life like that.
I can't either. I told a joke the other day. My daughter said, put that back in the box. I'm rolling.
I was recording content this morning, and I can't lie to you. I laughed at myself. I was laughing at myself. I said, "Shoot, that's funny. If don't nobody else think it's funny to me."
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But no, my Instagram and TikTok handles are @reaching4 Sky. That's also that's all I'm really active on.
But let me tell you, she's so much, y'all. You really don't have to go many other places because you're gonna get the full spill. I promise you that. Promise you that. And like I said, you like out of one video, you're gonna get inspired. You might even cry. It's gonna make you think. It's gonna make you go back and look at it again, like what she said. And then when she gets to singing, and when she takes like a R&B song that you don't hear and switch it around and do her thing, man, I'm telling you, it's just bomb. It's just bomb. Yes. It just you give so much good energy, and you're such a blessing to us out here that's grinding every day doing what we do. It keeps us inspired, and if anybody has missed it, they need to check it out and they need to share it because somebody needs to hear it.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I forgot to say I got a podcast.
Yeah, you better say it so we can tune in.
I have a podcast called Hey Friend. The link to that is on Instagram.
Okay, I'll make sure I put everything in the bio. You give me everything and I'm gonna put it on it because I want everybody to support. When we have guests on here, we want people to, check everybody out because this is what we do. We're a community builder. We make sure we help and bless everybody. That's what we do. Right. There's no craziness here. No crazy. You're gonna find funny, but you're not gonna find crazy.
There's enough room. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So, but I know you've been at work all day, so I'm not going to keep you long. I just want to thank everybody who's tuned in tonight to Sip Sip with Kathleen. Again, I'm your host. I do this Monday through Wednesday, and some days on Thursday. I have a new show called The Brown Connection that features Black men that own food trucks, catering, and brick and mortar businesses, supporting them, letting the Black man know, guess what? Stop making excuses for those of you that do, and you can do this. Look at these men's life stories, and they're sharing their information to bless you. This show, Sip Sip, features entrepreneurs, nonprofits, and creative people just to share their story to inspire you. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to do something, want to go back to school, or you want a certification, you want a degree, don't be afraid of what you think that you can't have. Go out there and get what's for you.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And also, I do morning motivation anytime from 4 a.m. in the morning to 6:15, giving you a, it's called 2-minute morning motivation. It's called, it's called 2-minute morning motivation. And it's a message for the week, an affirmation for the day, and a sip seed for you to pour in your cup. And that's all we got for you all tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much, Skyler. I am humbled by your presence.
Thank you for having me.
You know, the next time y'all have something at the church and y'all need somebody to come in, you know, back in the day, we used to have to march in with let me tell you, every morning I had my daughter watching these choirs, because you know, they don't have choirs like that.
They don't.
Back in the day when you had to wear the robes and you got to march in and you got to do the soprano, the alto, the thing. So, and every morning I got my daughter working on this song called How Excellent.
Yes.
He'd be like, can you get it right though? I said, let me tell you something. What you won't do is hate on this. I know I can't sing, but we gonna make it work. So every morning she be trying to be sleep, trying to go. I said, look, we gotta have prayer service in it, because before I send you to school, I gotta make sure I done prayed over you. So we have prayer service all up and through 75 going up to 85 to where I gotta put her on the bus at. She be, oh my God. But we are on the choirs right now. That's what we're on right now.
I love it. I have a playlist. I have a playlist I'm gonna send you. It's called "Make Choir Roads Great Again."
Oh, please, cause I be in my zone. Do you hear me?
Yeah,
I be in my zone. And then, and I, you know, like I said, when they be breaking it up, I said, Kira, I said, this is how they used to do back in the day. Like this is the real people that were singing. Like, and they get mad if you couldn't sing, you wasn't in the choir.
You couldn't sing.
And if you was, you better lip sync.
It's like, put her with the tenors. She need to be with the tenors. She can't sit over here in the alto section. Put her with the tenors.
And then you fight for the lead. Yeah, that part.
I remember I could not wait. There was this, and I don't know if I ever told her this, but Ashlyn Clark, she had all the solos I wanted when we was kids. And when she left for college, I was like, boom, I'm getting all her solos. I want every single one that she had. That's the one I want.
Not you had done got it together. You was like, let me see.
I was like, I already know him. I know him. I know him. Just tag me in. She going to college. Tag me in.
Just tag me in.
Yeah.
Well, but again, I thank you for tuning in tonight. Go ahead and rest your mind and your soul. Send me that information, because I want to link it in here, because I want everybody to check you out, and so they can have a good day every morning. They ain't got to go to work with the light. They ain't got to look like that when they get at their job. You know, somebody gets on their nerves. So no, you ain't got to do that no more. There's too many motivational people out here that's having good content and making
too many. Yes.
Yeah. So, but you have a great night. And we're going to tell everybody good night. And we're going to bring you back on here again.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So y'all stay blessed. And y'all have a good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.